What's up, family? How are you? Today, April 18th. It's April 18th. It's Saturday. It's the end of another work week. I'm personally really thankful this week took so long, it felt like. But at the same time, it was full of blessings and full of good things. So I'm thankful to be here on the other end of it. Get to share a little bit with you again today. Okay. Today we're coming from Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 20 to 25. So a short passage, 6 verses, but they are also 6 very important verses. A couple of things that stand out to me. Verse number 20, it says, in the future when your son asks you. Plain and simple, in your future when your son asks you, why are we doing these things? Why are we following in these rules and things? And that just reminds me, right, of how inquisitive we are in our very nature. Sure, I think you can talk about our kids, our toddlers, your kids, or you being kids asking a bunch of questions, but also at the same time, think about whether you ask these questions or not, right? I think we go into society asking these questions, like why is the stimulus package structured the way it is? Why is this stuff happening? Why is COVID happening? Who knows? But it's interesting that even in the Bible, it's so clear that these questions just get asked. And I love how applicable the Bible is to our lives, right? So that's number one. Number two, and this is really the big key that I take away from today's passage of these 6 verses, is the fact that we need to continuously remember, but not remember our wrongs, remember God's rights. Okay, let me say that again. We're not remembering our wrongs, we're remembering God's rights, or in this case, God's righteousness. God has brought us out of a place of sin. God has brought us out from a place of despair, but He has instilled in us this goodness, this righteousness, that should we follow in the things He says, should we just hang on to Him so tight and remember all that He's done for us, that will be our righteousness, right? I think that's such a hopeful message for a time like this, when we're all pointing fingers at each other geopolitically, maybe even partisan wise, maybe amongst, just even our peers or our working situation, we're pointing a lot of fingers. But God is reminding us, don't remember our wrongs, remember our rights. Remember God's rights, right? So I hope you all have a great weekend. I will see most of you tomorrow at the EM service. Remember, 10 a.m. Be there. It's going to be awesome. If you have not built your ark and you're still building it, send me videos. Remember, all the information is on Facebook, both on the Chinese side and on the EM side, okay? I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.